Hey guys, Megan Orchler with us. Where we last left off, let's see, checking. Where we last left off, Deku and them tore some ass up. Deku literally earned his namesake, Death. He went through a horde of demons and angels and started killing them all. Strife was sniping them out of the air. Edith ripped a metal door like in half pretty much, so that way he... And then you had Fury, she was whipping bitches. She's like whoosh, whoosh, all over the place. She even used her chaos form, her havoc. That's what it's called. Her havoc form to help take care of the villains in the pool. Now Deku and the rest of them. Yeah, this is what happens with Deku and them. Also, I think I'm gonna start ending series like Kirisho does the thing where he ends the series, like where they take care of All for One early ahead. I think I'm gonna start doing that because there's too many series I got going. There's a lot of series that I will have to finish off. I can't just like stop it at the overhaul arc. I think I'm gonna have them completely take care of All for One and all that sort of deal. Anyways, let's continue with the story, shall we? Anyways, Deku and them tore ass up, and sorry, Tokiyami had something click in his head when he saw the four of them standing by themselves in their full armor with their weapons. As they all turned to look at the group of UA students when Uraraka called them over, he saw like a picture somewhat. Something that flashed in his mind where they all turned and he felt genuine like fear. Like not oh I gotta run and hide fear, like a you stop and your body freezes up fear. Like where you're petrified. Cause he's like, oh my god, they are. And then they like start talking. Not Tokiyami, sorry, that's Octoarms. I forget his name. Dang it. Sorry. Dark Shadow and him are like freaking out. Anyways. As Deku and them are like done for the day, they're like, oh. Deku's like, oh. Glad that nonsense is over. And he's like, War's like, you're glad. I barely got to do any of the fighting. Is what War says. Strife says, well, it isn't that bad, brother. As she, like, wipes her arm around his shoulder. You'll get your chance next time. He's like, fucking better. Fighting angels. The thrill of battle is enticing. Intoxicating, even. She's like, alright, now you're just making it fucking weird. As Furious is like, I understand you, brother, but still, we must watch ourselves. Yeah. Anyways, as Deku and all of them are walking home, they're about to teleport away when they get a messenger. It's like, Lord Samael would wish to see you. It's like, oh, what does this asshole want now? As they teleported over there, like, Samael, he's like, ah, little horseman, I was wanting to see you. It's like, yeah, we got your messenger. What's the problem? He's like, ah, nothing. Just wish to apologize for earlier. For not being able to take care of that little problem. I know it caused you a great deal of strain. It's like, wasn't really hard. What was hard was keeping people alive. He says, I am aware. Don't worry, their souls will be well taken care of. It's like, why do you have claims over their soul? Heaven and hell do serve purposes. Humanity hasn't yet forged their own afterlife, so they go to one of ours. Like, wait, that ain't true. Is what Death says. Is like, Fury's like, what do you mean that ain't true? I went to the land of the dead. It's like, well, things got quite torn up. See, the land of the dead had a whole lot more, had a great decrease in all their dead. The only things they had left were skeletons and long dead warriors. So, some demons and angels started seeing the power of humanity, started taking some for their own. It's like, you see, humanity is very adaptable, be it heaven or hell. So some started inflicting their influence. And so now the land of the dead is being deprived of humans, while heaven and hell forces are being strengthened by them. As he's like, in a way, yes. Though angels and demons both hate them, they see their usefulness. It's like, so, what do you intend to do with them? I intend to send them back where they're supposed to be. I do not use humans personally. Not to my liking. What about some of the angels up there, like Uriel? She's like, no, she shares my sentiments. She believes humanity should stay with humanity. But she feels contradictory, since plenty of angels and demons are going to live on Earth, as I told you. She's like, yeah, we do. So anyways, why'd you call us down here? Deku's like yawning. He's like, this is, wasting our time, Samael. Just tell us what you want. It's like, I told you what I came. I've said my piece. Goodbye, little horseman. As he just goes back to doing something else. As Deku's like, get fucking tired of that guy. It's like, you said it, brother. He's annoying. As they all leave, they head home. As they don't have school for those 2 weeks. They still meet up and train a lot. Like, they do keep their skills sharp. As Ida's like, I'm getting quite bored, brother. There hasn't been a demonic activity in a while. Not even the small clans. Do you think something's happening? He's like, Samael may be doing his job now, since a whole army was able to escape up here. What about the angels? The angels know where to stay. They may be arrogant, but they at least know their place. Off of Earth. As they sort of nod their heads along with this, eventually they end up having to go back to school as they get told about the UA Sports Festival. As this is all happening, Deku and Bakugo are sort of fist bump each other. As he's like, I can nail you now, you damn nerd. As Deku's like, we shall see, Bakugo. As War, the rest of his siblings kind of look at the two of them like, man, those guys are like brothers. They're all dealing with this thing. They end up going outside and they see that flood of people. As they're like, brother, there's too many of them. As they're all getting talked about and how, you guys are so this and this. As Def's like, this is getting tedious. As he steps forward and tries to rush past them. As he's like, would you kindly move out of the way? Well, I wish to go to lunch. I'm quite hungry. As something like, hey, who do you think you are? He's like, I'm the student who had to fend off an entire horde of demons and angels, and then whatever the hell the League of Villains threw at us. As he says this, I do not wish to deal with you right now. Go away. As he's rubbing his head, as Shinzo's like, and so you're class 1A. He's like, yes, can you please move? As he's rubbing his forehead, it's like, I just want to get lunch. As he, oh, sure, no problem. As the rest of the horsemen and Bakugo, and quite a bit of class 1A just follow behind him. As he's just going as he's scratching his head, Shinzo's like, that one is a weird one. As they all make their way to the cafeteria, they get food. Now they wait. As they're waiting, Deku's just like, lunch. As they all get talking and all that. eventually, the UA Sports Festival rolls around. Where Deku actually is thinking back on, like, I saw All Might turn into a very, very skinny version of himself. All the horsemen practically know this. All of them. They all have, as Deku, like, confessed to all of them what he and Fury saw. It wasn't just Deku, it was Fury as well. As they saw All Might in his true form, they eventually get called away to the principal's office by Nezu, as they're like, oh, what? He's like, what did you guys do? He's like, I don't know. As they made their way, they eventually got there with a buffed up All Might and a Nezu, as Deku's like, did you call us in here for a reason, Principal Nezu? It's like, yes, I did. We wish to talk with you about a few things. As Deku's like, I suspected as much. Sit down, everyone. Let's hear them. As they did so, and, they did as it was, where they listened to them. As it's like, so, All Might has informed us that you have seen him in his true predicament. But we also know that you two are also quite close to them. So, I suspected you might have told them. As, let's just say, Ida and Momo are outside, like, waiting, as it's like, well, they are my closest friends, so why wouldn't I? He's like, and the blonde-haired one? As Deku sort of puts his finger up, then, like, puts it down, he's like, I suspected as much. Would you please invite them in? As, like, not Deku, Ida, Momo, get in here. As they all get inside and they start listening to Nezu, as he explains, like, so as you can see what had happened to All Might, as All Might's like, can I buff now? He's like, can I buff down? As it's like, be free, All Might. You shouldn't be forcing yourself to go through any more agony. As he like, as he debuffs, he's like, thanks, kids. Ugh. As he's like grabbing his side, as it's like, this hurts more and more. Like, so, what did you wish to speak about? All Might has gotten weaker and weaker. As you can see why. He's like, I suspected something might have happened. So, you did? I did some research and noticed over a few years he had slowed down quite a bit on his hero activities. It's like, I see. So, if I may ask, why haven't you said anything? Who would believe me? There's no point to it. You're the symbol of peace, for crying out loud. The least you can do is try to stay in gear before we are able to take before we are able to take our places as the new symbols. So, what do you mean? He's like, I would closer call them my brothers and sisters. Are more like family. As he like bends forward, as he's like, and you saw our skills and such, do you deny that we'd be able to become a symbol? It's like, yes, symbol, but symbols of what? As they all think about this, they all take a moment to think, and they're like, As they go, each like state their thing. Peace, prosperity, harmony, and life. As they say this in war, peace, prosperity, which is strife, harmony, which is fury, and life, which is death. As they're like, so, you wish to take the opposites of what the horsemen were. They represented a time where they needed war and bloodshed in order to keep humanity safe. We wish to be something else. Be the thing that helps keep the ways what they had slaughtered for. Humanity at peace. But it seems that areas have forgotten about what they have said. Like, it is true. Some parts of our society are not as great. They have fallen low. As he like says that, he's like, indeed they have, Nezu. As he like bows down his head a little bit, We will become the symbols that we have stated. And just throwing All Might under the bus would not help us in any way. He must stay a symbol for as long as he can, until others can rise to take a place. Though I believe it is foolish, you try and become the symbol of peace and all. There should be symbols, not a single one. For if an immortal demigod such as yourself falls, people will feel nothing but dread and fear. As he finishes his sentence, he's like, may we please go back to lunch, Principal Nezu? As Nezu's like, yes, you may. Thank you for your time. As they all stand up, they all give a bow to Nezu and a bow to All Might. He's like, please take care of yourself, All Might. We still need you. As they all turn away and walk outside the door, All Might's like, that went different than I was expecting. He's like, indeed, All Might. Tell me, what do you know about these four again? He's like, well, you're the one with all the information. Nezu's like, yes, but what do you think? There you are. I would definitely say they have the abilities to become the symbols they wish to be. I already have helped Muriel with my quirk. He is taking some time getting used to it. I was like, yes. As Nezu's just sort of drinking some tea, he's like, I believe there's something more than meets the eye when it comes to them, All Might. He's like, you do? He's like, yes. I feel as though there's something unique. Something there. I can't quite put my finger on it. As All Might's like, maybe there's something that's been here before. That they're reborn or something. Nezu just chuckles that could quite be it, All Might. That could quite be it. As they look down, and then they fade to black. And sorry it's taking me a while to make another part, guys. I'm really sorry. It's just that I didn't feel that passion. I know it's getting a bit dumb hearing my excuses. But I can't force myself to make something when I have no heart in it. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. Hope you guys continue to enjoy this. Hope you guys have a nice day, nice night, nice life.